Controversial legislation in Baltimore County trying to ease school overcrowding was just vetoed.
Baltimore County Executive Olszewski made that final decision, saying it would instead prevent the county from creating more housing.
This Fox 45's Jessica Babb is showing us it could send the county council back to the drawing board. Jessica.
Yeah, County Executive Olszewski had several serious concerns with this legislation, which was why he vetoed it. School system officials even say their input wasn't taken into consideration. But now county council members who supported this bill and voted for it are pushing back. Council Chair Vetoed even saying he hopes this veto will be overridden. Lining up behind the podium, Baltimore County Executive Olszewski made it clear.
I have vetoed Baltimore County Bill 3124,
saying the hotly debated bill aimed to ease overcrowding in schools would put a halt to new housing.
We are confident that this legislation will not meaningfully address the issue, but will instead exacerbate other significant problems.
The bill that County Council passed at the beginning of June would reduce the acceptable school capacity from 115% to 105%. It would also get rid of an adjacency exemption, which currently allows developers to build in overcrowded areas if a nearby school is below capacity.
Everyone is invested in not having overcrowded schools. But to be quite frank, this bill, in my opinion, was more about anti-housing than anything to do with reducing school overcrowding.
In these letters from the county attorney, it says the bill as passed could violate the county charter and could open up the county to legal challenges and prevent the county from creating enough affordable housing to comply with federal mandates. Not to mention, Baltimore County public school system officials say
we would have liked to have been involved earlier to lend our expertise.
But Councilman Mike Rotell, who supports the bill that passed, is pushing back.
What we're not happy about is that this seems to be kind of the status quo in Baltimore County. We've had overcrowded schools for way too long. We keep kicking the can down the road, and I feel like often there's excuses.
He says the bill was based on a 2020 report, which included input from several educators and people connected to the Baltimore County public school system.
The opponents of this bill basically make the argument that the only place that they want to build are places that are already overcrowded, and that just doesn't make sense.
In a statement, Councilmember Vetoed says he feels the bill is part of the solution and says opposition to it seems to be led by special interest groups. He says he's concerned with the action and inaction related to school overcrowding and hopes the veto will be overridden. And while everyone recognizes overcrowding is an issue, Olszewski and school superintendent Dr. Miriam Rogers say they're addressing it by redistricting and investing in schools.
They have provided $800 million towards school infrastructure needs, resulting in, as the county executive shared, more than 3,000 new seats for students in 7 brand new schools, with 2 more scheduled to open this fall.
But so far, they haven't entirely solved the overcrowding issue. If some of your other concerns were addressed, would you support getting rid of the adjacency exemption in future legislation?
And this is one of the things I think there's an opportunity for conversation about.
Well, he says he could support future legislation. He says for now, it's time to go back to the drawing board.
Again, encouraging members of the council to allow this veto to stand so that, as Mr. Stewart said, we create the space to come together and address, I think, these very valid concerns.
And whether or not this veto is overridden or not could come down to Councilman Todd Crandall. He wasn't at the meeting when this bill was initially passed, so it's not clear exactly how he would vote and whether or not he would support this veto or not. I have reached out to him, but so far haven't heard back. Live in Baltimore County, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.